up, everyone? Welcome to the video. If it's your first time to the channel, welcome in. I hope you can join in the discussions that are the Galactic Ascension event that's going on right now. As the title probably suggests, this is not going to be the most positive video I've ever put out, and a lot of it just comes from I did a lot of looking through the Galaxy of Heroes subreddit today and just seeing what people's opinions were. I watched the events unfold live yesterday with Arnold's stream, with Cub's stream, with Urz's stream last night, and the census just seems to be very, very negative around this game right now. And this event, for something that has been rolled out for 4 months right now, and for us to get the gameplay that we got in the event and not even really living up to stuff that they have within the journey guide right now that they've put in the past. So I wanted to just address some of those things from a player who one has only been playing for about 6 or 7 months now. I haven't put the investment into the game that some of you guys have. I know some of you guys have been playing for a very, very long time, several years, and would love to kind of see what your comments are and what your thoughts are on the game. But I know even as a new player, which is something that CG should be striving to get, is continue to get new players. Like, the way that this has unfolded out has really been frustrating for me in the sense of, one, I'm nowhere near getting these characters, so I'm not as upset as maybe somebody who's put the investment in to relicking all these characters to be able to do this event. But I am disappointed as a spectator, somebody who waited all day yesterday, especially with the coronavirus thing, everybody being locked up or kind of quarantined off at work like I am. Like, I was really looking forward to coming home last night and being able to watch this stream and enjoy this event, seeing people unlock these characters, start doing theory crafting and playing around with these characters and see how they work, even at their lower levels where they haven't unlocked their ultimate and stuff yet, which we'll definitely get to see that at some point. But the event itself was just really, really lackluster. And I want to hop over to the article that they put out before the event dropped and just kind of see some of the things that they, kind of promised. And I feel like they just didn't even come close to delivering on. Like the duel, for example. So the first two battles, so if you haven't seen the event yet, which I'm assuming everybody who watches this video probably has and wants to see some reaction to it, but the first two battles are just 5 versus 5 on both sides, and it's not even as good as a marquee event. Like, it's not inserting characters into like proper teams that it kind of wants you to work with or figure out the challenge of. It's just you pick out a list of characters that are in the group of the ones that you had to pick to unlock this thing or relic up to unlock the event, which I think is a mistake. One of the great things I think about some of the events that they do have in the game right now is even like, let's look at the Clash on Camino, for example. I haven't done that event yet, but I've watched it done several times, and it looks like a really fun event, and you have certain characters put in that you have to use, and the goal is really figuring out the strategy to complete that event or that stage of the event. Of course there's going to be guides out there, but you have to do that, and there's some RNG involved, and that's just part of playing this game is RNG. But it makes it a challenging event that when you get finished with it, you feel like you've accomplished something and you're really excited to have that character unlocked. I know that even from like the Jedi Knight Revan event, I've worked through bits and part of the Commander Luke event so far. I've done the Padme event. Like, when I get shards for those characters or start unlocking those characters, I'm really excited when I've completed that event, because a lot of those have some challenge involved. Now, some of them are easier, like the Palpatine event, for example, is a much easier event to get through, and you can pick any rebels that you can do. So, that one has similarities with this. So I understand that those are in the game right now, but I think when they really shine is when they give you a set team with a challenge ahead of you that you've got to figure out how to make that team work to get through that stage. And part of that is being able to continually do that until you figure it out, until you beat it, and that's fun. That's content that's challenging, and you feel rewarded when you get done with it. Now, with this event, unfortunately, they've put in these tickets, which I think is complete and utter garbage. For a person to invest the amount of like real world money that it probably took everybody who got these like to relic out these characters, because nobody had a relic Rose Tico, and I can imagine the percentages is very low on a lot of those characters. And then there was marquee characters that you had to level up from scratch. You had to spend money to get to 7 stars. You had to spend money to gear. You had to spend money to relic. So all these wells that's done this, one, have a huge investment in this, and then you get to the event, and like I watched Cubs' stream first yesterday. Dude accidentally forgot to put relics in, or not relics, but mods into his character. Gets wiped out, you know, and doesn't even get to redo the event. Like, I mean, it was like the shortest Cubs stream that I've seen, and I felt sorry for the guy because, you know, he had this captive audience who's wanting to see this, and then you can't even redo it. Like, and then you have to spend a fortune in crystals to completely redoing this refresh. Just like, I understand this game. Like, I understand that it's here to make money, obviously. So they've done everything they can do to milk their audience, to get people to spend more money, to get crystals, to get gear, to level the characters, to get shards. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, you guys have a tremendous community. Like, there was over 15,000 of us in Arnold's stream watching him do this yesterday, which I thought was a huge accomplishment for the community. It was so cool to see everybody there. Like, the comment section, every time I'd comment, it would just shoot all the way up to the top, because like it was going so fast that you were just trying to speed read comments on everything that people was putting in there. It was such a cool experience. And then we get there and we don't even get to see the full event. And then, so I've covered, we have worse than marquee event, first 2 levels, and then you get to level 3, and this is what I want to focus on from level 3. The duel. So this is what CG says about the duel. These events will also showcase a new type of battle, the duel. The forced dyad between Rey and Supreme Leader Kylo was a perfect motivation for us to try new mechanics to highlight epic duels in our game. These mechanics are designed to create an engaging one-on-one experience that challenges players in a new and unexpected way compared to our traditional battle experience. BS. Like, that was the worst new game mode that I've seen them put in, and I'm praying that this is not the new exciting game modes that they've been talking about in some of the question and answers and the State of the Galaxy post. Because if this is where the game's going, then it's in a bad state right now, and that's unfortunate for the game. Like, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, like, this is as Arnold would say it, the most expensive game of rock, paper, scissors that he's ever played. That's all that the duel was. There's no cool abilities. All it was them slashing back and forth at each other. You're selecting ability, hoping that the RNG on the other side selects ability that's not the counter to that, so you get a stack of whatever it was to be able to get 3 stacks so you could do damage to the other character. It was boring to watch. The artwork that they've been saying is marvelous is been really lackluster when you compare it to other games like Raid Shadow Legends, Marvel Strike Force. Those games do it so much better than what CG is doing it right now. And you make this out to be some amazing experience, and it just wasn't. Like, yeah, I would love to have one of these characters. Like, I'm way down the line right now. I'm working on my Padme team. I'm wanting to go after Darth Revan, get my Malik, you know, get those staples that are really good for Grand Arena. And thankfully, I won't see these characters in my Grand Arena shard for quite a while where I'm at. But it's just sad that this is kind of where it's at, where after 4 months of excitement, we got a high-stakes game of RNG Fest, rock, paper, scissors. And not to mention, it takes 60 tickets to do that. So if you have bad luck, you've wasted probably, I don't know, 500 energy or so. And you got to go back and redo the RNG Fest again. Like, come on, CG. You can do better than that. Like, you can do better. Your community deserves better than what you're given right now. Like, the best new content by far that we've had isn't even from you guys. It was Arnold's introduction to his stream yesterday. That was the most fun that I've had in Galactic Heroes or Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes in a while is watching Arnold and like Urz's stream. Like, thankfully we've got these amazing content creators that are really fun to watch and enjoy, because they're what's really pushing the game forward right now. And I hope that you guys start listening to them, start listening to your community, because there's voices out there that's saying this is just not fun, it's not good gameplay. Like, you do have some great modes. Like, I don't want to be a downer. Like, I love Grand Arena. I just did my Grand Arena battles. I enjoy it. I love watching other people's streams on it. I'm excited about new characters. Like, I'm excited about theory crafting. I can't wait for these characters to be done and in the game and see how some of these players theory craft with them, especially since you have synergy with all the light side and synergy with all the dark side. But with that in mind, I don't know if you guys seen their base stats, but they're like more than double what the other characters are. Like Rey's got double the health of General Grievous. Like, that's without mods. Like, if you throw mods on her, it's going to be insane. So, like, they're going to be so OP. I don't know if... I think they may have put us in a situation where the best thing about all these other meta characters was there was always a free-to-play counter involved in those. And I think at this point, there may not be a counter for a Galactic Legend except for another Galactic Legend, which at that point is really, really going to affect Grand Arena. And I think that's the lifeblood of the game right now. And I think that they're making a mistake if there's not free-to-play content that's able to go after and defeat these Galactic Legend characters. Like, you shouldn't be able to throw your entire, or have to throw your entire roster at them and never even get them down. Like, if you can't take a Darth Revan, or if you can't take a Gas, you can't take a CLS in there and do any damage at all to them, then the game's broken and it's not going to be fun for people. And I will tell you, I'm at the point now where I don't mind spending money on a game that I enjoy. I played World of Warcraft for years. I played a subscription for that game every month. I don't mind paying money for stuff that I enjoy, and I enjoy this game. But at this point, like, the way that they've unfolded this, the way that they've pulled at the community to spend money over and over and over again, it really makes me not want to spend any at all right now, even if it will help me out, because of the greed that's been put into the game. And I understand making money. Like, I understand games are in business to make money, for sure, and do that. But deliver on the content. If you guys would have delivered this with some new game modes that are actually exciting, not this duel that's ridiculously terrible. But if you would deliver game modes, and then look, only maybe 5%, and I may be generous at 5%, are actually even able to do this content right now. The rest of us are sitting back watching on YouTube, and you've kind of ruined the YouTube experience of us watching it because of these tickets that you put in. So right now, where's our motivation to spend money? I don't have any motivation to spend money in the game right now. Look, I still love the game. I'm still going to play it every day. I enjoy farming, but I don't have to spend money to enjoy this game. And the way that they've really kind of just, I think, knocked the feet out from underneath people, and there's people who I'm sure out there who have legit addictions to spending on these type of games, and you have money grabbed and money grabbed and money grabbed, that I don't want to spend money on this game right now. Like, I'm okay with maybe doing a $10 here or that, but I'm not going to spend a whole lot of money on the game as the state it is right now if you guys aren't going to deliver content to us. Like, you need to make content that's available for everybody, not just the top end whales. And then even this, I think the top end whales are probably going to be frustrated with. So that's enough ranting for me today. Let me know what you guys think. Are you as frustrated as the rest of the community? Like I said, from the Reddits I've seen today, like the memes and stuff, like, I mean, the one game mode that we got, the duel, looks like it was pulled straight from Harry Potter, from the memes on that, which was great. But let me know what you think. As a community, are you disappointed? Do you wish CG would listen to you? If they were able to listen to you, what would you say? Leave those comments down below, and I hope you guys are having a blast. I hope that we do get to see these characters play out soon. People get them unlocked. I am looking forward to the theory crafting. I think that there's going to be some fun content from our YouTube community and our community as a whole on this game. based off of the theory crafting and the fun that we'll have hopefully in Grand Arena if there's some counters to them. But you know, let's attempt to stay positive. This is my rant. It's over with. I'm not going to complain about it anymore. Just needed to get it out there. But I hope everything's going well with you guys. Stay safe with the coronavirus out there. And I'll see you guys in the next